Hello, Dungeons of Light and Darkness, and welcome back once again to the Realm of Darkness. Today's gonna be another countdown, one in a very recent game actually. Pokemon X and Y. There are now over 700 Pokemon and rising, and it seems Nintendo, contrary to popular belief, are definitely not running out of ideas. While this generation has the least amount of new mons, they definitely have good ones, and I'm here to talk about the best ones. Now, this is my top 10 favorite Kalosian Pokemon list. Favorite as in my favorite and not necessarily yours. Some ground rules, judging for design, usefulness, and the amount of joy I had just using them on my own. And also, no Pokemon that I haven't come out yet, no Pokemon from previous generations, and no Megalutions. So Pokemon like Deontay, Megalatios and Latias, Lucario are not going to be here. So as usual, let's get started. It has come to my attention that there are a lot of bird Pokemon with various designs, from pigeons to swallows to phoenixes and cryo phoenixes to... And now we've gone all the way to a luchador. Look at this guy. Look at this guy right now and tell me that this isn't the best thing you've seen all day. Running out of ideas? No. Flying Mexican wrestler. Halucha looks like something that you'd find on the TV show Mucha Lucha. Now, Halucha is a flying fighting type, which concerns me because from what I've seen it doesn't really, well, work. However, his move pool is pretty useful, especially his signature move, Flying Press. That's why I think I am. And I quote, "The user dives onto the target from the sky. This move is fighting and flying type simultaneously." Oh, I'm sorry, what? I don't think I read that right. Let me say that again. This move is fighting and flying type simultaneously. Yes! Yeah, just all of my yes! If the tapping was only more complementary to each other, you'd be 4 times damaging shit. Oh hey look, an ice type. Goodbye ice type. Hey, is that a rock type? You trying to stone edge me, bro? Oh, that's cute. Brick break. Oh my god, no, there's a fairy poison jab. Seriously, the only reason why he's this low on this list is because once again, flying and fighting type doesn't really complement each other as far as I've seen. A bird can take out a rock and 10 tons of metal, but now gets ran over by psychics, electrics, and now another bird. Damn. Well, here's one for the books. A dragon made of jello. Wow, Game Freak. Since this thing's reveal has been popularized to the point of memedom, explain to me how this is a dragon? Better yet, no. Explain to me how this is a dragon and this is not a dragon. Oh wait, I forgot. Yeah, fan service. Anyway, I don't really use Guja that much because of the multiple other bulky special attackers in the world, but I kinda wish I did. His moves cover practically anything and he's also pretty bulky, so he can deal insane amounts of damage while soaking it up as well. White Herb, Dracomedia, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, or Fire Blast, you kill things. You kill lots of things. There is no counter for the amount of things you will kill with this dragon. If you could even call it a dragon. I don't really know what... Alright, seriously. Stop the music, stop the music. What is this thing? What is this thing? Tell me what this thing is. What is it? What is it? It's a dragon, right? What is it? Why is this threatening? Why is this a meme? Why is this here? What is the purpose of this thing? What was the thought process behind this dragon? What was the thought process behind Guja? What went through your minds, Game Freak? Don't get me wrong, he looks cool, and his pre-revolution looks cute, but like, I want to. I can't. I have to question this because it makes no sense. Really, it really doesn't make any sense. Anyway, that's enough. Just turn back on the music. Anyway, this slimy, marshmallowy thing of a dragon will, without a doubt, wreck your shit. I think that's all I have to say. Well, speaking of memedom, this next spot does not only go to one specific evolution, but an entire line. The Esper line. Have you played or even heard of the 6th generation of Pokemon? Then you know why these Pokemon made this list. First, let's look at Esper. Gah. Look at this thing. Stare into those big, deep, soul-stealing eyes of Terrament. It's just... whoa. This guy's obviously seen some shit. I'd also like to express with great detail how creepy this guy is. And I quote, on behalf of the almighty Pokédex. It has enough psychic power to blast everything within 300 feet of itself, but has no control over its power. Cat stores energy in his ear, powerful enough to vaporize things in an explosion that will put electrodes everywhere to shame. This guy is probably the cutest little demon I've ever seen in my entire life. If I ever saw that thing in the middle of the night in my house with those big ass eyes, I would stab it without even hesitating. However, then the anime came along and oh my god, it's so cute. Oh my god. This is the best thing ever. Oh, my heart is mush. I mean, it looks pretty cute. Anyway, before I lose any more credibility, the evolutions. Just as creepy, twice as powerful. The form of evolution you get from Meowstic depends on the gender of the Esper, and besides the fact that they both look like mentally scarred Japanese school children, the gender also affects the base stats of each Pokemon. Male Meowstic plays a more defensive supporting role, while the female plays a more powerful special attacker role. Now I don't know if the genders were supposed to be switching roles or something there, but whatever, I'm not gonna go into it. I don't have a lot of experience with the attacker, but the supporter does its job pretty well. It's outclassed, but can still get the job done sometimes, and from what I've spectated, there is a lot of shit to wreck with the attacker. These guys are awesome, and extremely creepy. Case closed. By the way, can I get a little plushie of this Esper? I mean, seriously. Seriously. And then another creepy entrant on this list. What is it with Gen 6 and possessed objects? This game probably holds the record for the largest amount of creepy Pokemon in a single generation of Pokemon. And thus, enter Trevenant. Design-wise, this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen, ever. I'm not exaggerating too, look, it's got that cool ghostly aura coming through and shit. I love that, I love it. Love it. A moving ghostly tree is a concept that they should have considered a long time ago. And no, Torterra and Tropius do not count. Those are animals with trees on their backs. This is a real fucking tree. It's like the Ents from Lord of the Rings or something. And I feel that I must remind everyone that this is the evolution of the physical manifestation of children who died in the forest. Jeez, that's worse than Stalfos. Trevenant is also pretty useful. His ability, I believe it's called Scavenger, allows him to proc berry usage and then have a certain percentage chance of foraging another one. And also, if it's sunny outside, then the berry will always be replaced. Like 100% chance. This automatically makes citrus berries better than leftovers and makes this guy a freaking god in sunlight. Typing of ghosts and grass and has a pretty decent, well, you know, fuck that, pretty awesome move pool. You won't just be tossing out gear drains and shadow balls, you'll be tossing out earthquakes and focus blasts. He's pretty versatile in the way that he can be used, and when he's used correctly, he's very scary. Very scary. Not much else I can say, man. I mean, he's a fucking tree. Can't really talk much about a tree. Seriously though, anyone see this? Like, anyone? I've played every generation of Pokemon up to now, and one of the biggest struggles I've always had to deal with was finding that one Pokemon that had to use Fly. But now with this generation, oh yes, this is the guy. This is the fucking guy. Look at him. You know this bird ain't taking no shit from no one. Oh hell no. Orange wings, cold stare, hold my dick, I'm Talonflame. Just rolls up like, hey, yo, my name's Talonflame, I'm a fucking bird, you gonna fucking die, and the last words, oops, I'm sorry, too late, priority Brave Bird, priority fucking Brave Bird! That's just ridiculous, man. Oh my meters of eternal suffering, this Pokemon. Gale Wings, priority Brave Bird, priority Roost, priority Roost! What are Stealth Rocks? This dude will sweep your team like a nuclear-powered Swiffer. Seriously, do I even need to explain what's happening on my screen right now? No? Okay, good. Look at this guy, with the most uncaring face in the world, just running through your team like a train. This guy's probably the best bird Pokemon ever to exist. Well, except for maybe Staraptor, but that's debatable. But anyway, footage speaks for itself. I have nothing else to say. Next Pokemon, please. Okay, before anyone says anything right now in the comments, no, I'm not joking. This is actually happening. Yes, a pair of keys is in this list. And I regret nothing. And also, yes, this is the music that I'm playing. This is the music that I'm playing for these pair of keys because, yes, this is something to fear. As I saw the design for this guy, I immediately knew Game Freak was just fucking with everyone. I mean, it's a pair of fucking keys held up by the smallest furry in existence. That's kind of a troll move. His freaking Pokédex entry states, these key collectors threaten any attackers by fiercely jingling their keys at them. Holy shit! Jingle jingle motherfucker, I kill dragons! As stupid as this Pokemon's premise is, admit it, at least it gives you a good laugh. And I don't want to hear shit about how Pokemon's dying or some kind of crap like that, because Game Freak's been doing this shit like this since the beginning of time. Don't believe me? And I present you with a pile of shit. And a rock. And an upside down Pokeball. Your move, Gen 1ers. Besides, I ain't tripping here. This dude will wreck your shit if you're not careful. Will. Not may. Not can. Will. You're messing with a steel fairy type that has screens, foul play, and prankster. If you don't know what the ability prankster is, it's basically an ability that makes every single piece of CC on a Pokemon automatically go first. And if you still don't know what that means, here's a hypothetical for you. Let's say I have, well, Klefki, as obviously, and let's say the enemy team has a Tyranitar. We'll go out first, and the first thing I'd probably do is, well, use Reflect, because I know he's gonna Earthquake the fuck out of me. Now, I probably have like half health left. So what do? Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave automatically paralyzes the enemy Tyranitar. And then the pain and suffering starts. Oh my Helix Fossil, Arceus, and Fireballs of Death, this is insane! Earthquake? Awesome! Meet Reflect. Super effective, huh? Lol. No. Foul play, goodbye. Oh, you think you're hot shit now, huh? Faster than me and shit? Priority Thunder Wave, sit down, son. Still not enough for you? Alright, time to bring out the cheap shot. Swagger. Priority fucking Swagger. Priority fucking Swagger and Thunder Wave. I got too much swag for you, son. Sit down. You just got wasted by a keychain. I think it's about time you start rethinking your life, son. This guy was number 2 on my list for a while, until the next 2 just crashed the party so hard. But I still had to keep this guy in the top 5 because really he deserves it. Enter Malamar. This is a giant squid. A giant Cthulhu looking squid. And it's dark psychic type. I'm done. This is probably one of the most unique Pokemon of this generation. But not because it's a giant squid. Because of how he evolves into a giant squid. Meet Inkay. Looks like a cute little jellyfishy. Until he wrecks your entire shit with a foul play. But that's not important. Inkay is a pre-evolution of Malamar. But here's the catch. It evolves by grinding levels up to 32. And while turning the 3DS upside down. Did someone at Game Freak really feel like being a big tit launcher or something this year? Exactly how are we supposed to find this out? I know there have been cryptic shit in this game before, but wow. This is unheard of. It's hilarious. Imagine a guy who didn't have internet access or something just grabbed his 3DS, started grinding in K, and then just laid back and on his bed or something, just upside down, all of a sudden boom Cthulhu. That's like, wow. I'd have been like, the fuck? What matter of witchcraft be this? When I got mine, I nicknamed him Troll Squid for this exact reason. Decent defense, exceptional attack stats, Malamar can take everything he dishes out. Besides Ferris. Or bugs. Bugs will kill him, but that's beside the point. The point is contrary. And by that I mean the Pokemon's ability is called contrary. Contrary's ability states that any stat is made to the Pokemon with the ability will be inverted. So if a move was supposed to boost your stats, it will then lower it, and vice versa. Now you could go ahead and say, oh well dang, this is a stupid ability. Why would I want my friggin' stats to go down? And then you realize that Malamar learns Superpower. A devastating attack that when used will drastically lower both attack and defense stats. Which would then be raised by the same amount instead of lowered because of the ability. I know I probably use that fucking genius skit way too much, but I don't really care at this moment because it's true. It's just so true. Once you have Superpower on Malamar, he becomes an even bigger threat to deal with. All you do is Superpower everything that moves that isn't resistant to fighting types, which would leave you with Psychic, Grass, and Flying types, in which case you would be left with, I don't know, coverage moves like Foul Play and Psycho Cut, which would be boosted hilariously with no conceivable end by the previous superpowers. Basically, as Malamar gets set up, you win. It's like you wreck 3 Pokemon with superpower, and then this dude brings out an Alakazam or something, and is like, yo, what you gonna do now, huh? And all of a sudden, a giant Cthulhu squid rams into that magic spoon man with enough force to break a building with Foul Play. This nigga is Cthulhu Superman. My history with Kalos is kind of iffy. When it was first revealed, I thought it looked pretty cool. Then there was this long phase where I thought it was just really overrated Pokemon because it couldn't do much. Then when I really got around to using it more, I realized that it couldn't do much because I was just using it wrong. And when I learned how to use it right, well, it's on the top 10, isn't it? Now I have to re-ask this question. What is with Gen 6 and possessed objects? Look at it. I mean, it's a ghost sword with a shield attachment. Do I need to say anything else? It looks like a sword a king would wield. Wait a minute. It is a sword a king would wield. Oh fuck that, King's be rolling out with ghost swords. Time to whip from the spot. GG, it's over. Do you know how much raw badassery this is? Let me take you down his evolutionary chain. Sword, turns into more sword, turns into your head on a plate. In battle, Aegislash has two forms, shield form and blade form. As the battle begins, Aegislash will sit there behind his shield soaking damage as long as he needs to, probably buffing himself or debuffing everyone else with King Shield. Now, King Shield is basically just protect with a damage debuff attached to it, but it's still something to watch out for. But then there's Blade form. When he's in shield form, he has 150 base defense stat and special defense stat. Now take this, pick it up, and drop it on his attack and special attack stats. Goodbye everything. His defensive stats drop by 100 in this form, but be honest, how long do you think the enemy is going to be alive? Once he comes out at the right moment, boom, 3 Pokemon are dead. Psychics? Shadow Ball, bitch, ain't no mind games here. That one douchebag spamming Iron Defense, Sacred Sword, I don't care about your stat changes. The illustrious new Fairy type. Please, you're kidding, right? You're kidding, right? I am a fucking sword. Ain't nobody got time for you pixie wings and fairy dust. Taste the steel. Yep, that's about it. I'm done. If you need me, I'll be heading into battle to kill some noobs. Peace. I would shoot myself if he wasn't on this list. While he wasn't my chosen starter, he definitely made me think pretty hard about choosing. I mean, people, please use your eyes for a second. He is a ninja scarf frog. His tongue is a scarf, he wraps it around his neck, and he's a ninja. Ninja scarf frog. One of his signature moves are water shurikens. Ninja scarf frog! The land has never been more blessed. Nintendo is using RPG classes as starter Pokemon. It's over. Look at the fucking tongue scarf and feel bad about yourself, for you know that you will never have as much bitches as Greninja. No, I'm not even gonna use that. It's not worthy. But Darkling, he's just a puny starter Pokemon. Everyone knows starter Pokemon are stupid. Except for the almighty Charizard made fan service glorify his name. You know nothing. He's probably the most useful offensive Pokemon of this entire generation. He's fast, he's strong, his move pool is insane, and then there's Protein. Protein is an ability that changes the type of the Pokemon to the type of the move used by said Pokemon. To put it in short, it makes every single attack stab. Hypothetical, he just Hydro Pumps an Infinite. You now go from Water Dark to Pure Water. Focus Band Infinite lives and uses a fighting type move. Not super effective anymore. This makes the Greninja unpredictable because of its insane move pool. Dark Pulse, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, U-Turn, Acrobatics, bitch his love. Acrobatics, Rock Slide, Shadow Sneak, fuck everything else, I am Greninja. Zero ain't got shit on this dude. Like I said, Greninja wasn't my chosen starter. Delphox, however, was. This is probably going to be my most vulgar episode ever, purely because of this top 3. But what point do I care? Do I really care? I don't care. It's a mage! To be fair, Greninja is Water Dark, and that beats Delphox Fire Psychic both ways, but who cares? I have a mage. A Fire Psychic mage. Fire Psychic Fox mage. That is over. I mean, look at this. Using psychic power, it generates a fiery vortex of 5,400 degrees Fahrenheit, incinerating foes swept into his whirl of flame. Yes! Things to note about me. 1. I like fire. 2. I like foxes. And 3. I love mages. Needless to say, this won me over pretty quickly. As for his usefulness in battle, I can't really point out anything that makes him unique. There's no catch, no special traits, no extra form. I mean, there's his hidden ability, but why would you use that? It, there's nothing. So why is he above all the others? Well, it's because he's reliable. Delphox as of now is my go-to fire type. She's really powerful, really fast, and has an impressive, if not usable, move pool. Delphox is like my version of Ash's Pikachu, for lack of a better comparison. If I'm lost in need of good, fast special sweeper, it's gonna be Delphox. If I need more firepower on my team, it's gonna be Delphox. If there's just that one extra slot somewhere that needs to be filled, it's gonna be Delphox. There's nothing else I can say. I mean, he's just reliable. And while all of those stats and nifty tricks are cool, there's gonna come a time where you're gonna need something to fall back on, something simple that gets the job done. And well, that's Delphox. This has been Darklink II, and thank you for joining me in the Realm of Darkness.